Once upon a time, there lived a poor woodcutter and his wife who had 7 children, all boys. The youngest was so tiny that they called him Tom Thumb. Despite his small size, Tom was very clever and brave. One day, the family faced such extreme poverty that the parents decided they could no longer feed their children. They reluctantly resolved to abandon them in the forest. Tom, having overheard their plan, gathered small white pebbles during the night and used them to mark the way back home. The next morning, the boys were led into the forest, but thanks to Tom's ingenuity, they followed the trail of pebbles back to their house. However, the family's impoverished circumstances forced the parents to abandon the boys once more. This time, Tom wasn't able to collect pebbles, so he used breadcrumbs to mark the trail. Unfortunately, the birds ate all the breadcrumbs, leaving the children hopelessly lost in the woods. They wandered until they came upon a house belonging to a giant ogre. Desperate for food and shelter, they sought help. The ogre's wife was kind and hid them, but the ogre discovered them and planned to eat them. Tom Thumb, resourceful as always, devised a plan. He switched his brothers' hats with the crowns of the ogre's daughters. During the night, the ogre mistakenly killed his own daughters, thinking they were the boys. Realizing his tragic mistake, the ogre was filled with grief and anger. Tom and his brothers seized the opportunity to escape, taking with them the ogre's boots that could cover 7 leagues in one step. Using the magical boots, Tom Thumb quickly led his brothers back home. The brothers fetched their parents and brought them to a new house filled with the ogre's treasures. From that day forward, the family lived comfortably, and Tom Thumb, though still tiny, remained the cleverest and bravest of all. And so they all lived happily ever after.